Tonight, Fox 13 investigates troubling claims from local veterans. They say they are still after all these years, facing excessive wait times for benefits and health care.
And federal records show many may have died waiting. And a former VA insider from Tampa Bay now speaking out. And our chief investigator, Craig Patrick, has the confessions of a VA scheduler.
Our veterans served and sacrificed to uphold our values and defend our nation. But then when they needed help, our nation left many of them to suffer and die.
Why do they do this?
Records show 307,000 veterans may have died waiting for access to VA health care.
They just let you down.
And by waiting for access, we mean they could not even get enrolled in the system.
Total betrayal from our government.
And vets who do get enrolled say the wait times to see their doctors are ridiculous.
They gave me an appointment like 6 months down the road, but before that 6 months got there, they would call me and say, well, we had to cancel because of something, whatever.
And when you listen to veterans like Keith Brown describe the runaround,
about a year before you get the actual appointment.
And then you compare it to what the head of the VA has claimed.
Our average wait times are 4 days for primary care, 5 days for specialty care, 3 days for mental health care.
Something does not add up.
Oh no, we don't ever do that.
Well, Nick McSwain says he knows what they're doing because he used to do it.
I used to do the same job that the people that are answering those phones are doing. They were basically directing us to pretty much go exactly opposite of what the regulations state.
McSwain says he quit his job as a VA scheduler in the Tampa Bay area earlier this year to clear his conscience.
It's possible that I could be responsible for one of those people's deaths and not even know it.
McSwain said he was trained to log when veterans want to be seen, but when those desired dates did not match up with what was available, he said his managers told him to stop.
When it's more than 14 days difference, it pops an alert on those supervisors. And what the supervisors were doing, not all of them, what they were doing, they would come, hey, why'd you put that as the desired date? Well, that's what the patient wanted, and that's how we were trained. Oh, well, no, don't do it like that.
After the VA scandal broke last year, revealing deadly delays across the nation, McSwain says his managers told him to stop generating those wait time alerts. He says they told him to ignore the veterans' requests, book whatever's available, and claim that's what the veterans wanted, even if it's months down the road.
When it says, what is the patient's desired date? Instead of using that date, we use the date of the appointment that we actually give them. That way, it shows no gap.
And he claims veterans who complained had to wait even longer.
Vets that should have been seen like at a top priority passed over because of the way providers feel about them. Like, oh, I hate that guy. Oh, that guy's annoying.
And in the call centers, McSwain said his former coworkers made them wait even more by evading the hold alert.
They've implemented a system to where if you sit on hold for too long, it'll give you the option to request a callback. Right before the recording would get to that step, the clerks would pick up the phone and put it back on hold and hang it down again, and it resets that timer.
And he says veterans' consults to see specialists piled up until they disappeared.
Literally pushed in a drawer?
Yeah. There's been times where stacks of consults have disappeared, and people, where'd all the consults go?
Again, he claims this all played out after the VA promised to change its ways and restore our trust. And as he thinks back on his time as a VA scheduler, Nick McSwain breaks down in tears.
For them to come back here and be treated like that at really the only place that they have.
Because he cannot stop thinking about the ailing vets who trusted them.
Oh my God, how could you do that?
Well, the VA says it has made considerable progress since the scandal of last year and since McSwain quit earlier this year. The department provided data showing wait times have gone down. We have more response from the VA, including a list of questions and answers on fox13news.com.